What is going on, YouTube? This is Boat G, and I told you guys my next video would be the comic books that I picked up at the Peddlers Mall. Uh, there's only a few I paid like 75 cents for, and the rest I only paid $1 for. The spanky bins, if you will. The first few issues, and I say a few, uh, definitely multiple copies. One, two, three, four, five. Uh, these were 75 cents each, but multiple copies of Before the Watchmen, Osmandis. But it's by Jay Lee, who's one of my favorite artists. So there was like no way I could leave these multiple copies there for that price, so I grabbed them. The next few, I found 3 copies of Dakin, the Dark Wolverine #1, and these were only 75 cents. But I'm a huge Dakin fan, so Dawkin. I say Dakin, but I've heard Dawkin. Uh, but it's really, really cool. Cool book, cool series. Um, Here's some things that just random things I've never seen these before. The Blonde Avenger monthly. Uh, you don't even know if there's like an issue on it, but it was $1, so I grabbed it. And also, don't even know what issue that is, but I picked up issue #1. I'm assuming it's issue #1 because of that, but it's kind of something new. I found 2 copies of this, and this is just hilarious. I've never seen this before. Uh, they had 2 copies of this, and it's Howard Stern versus Rush Limbaugh, and there was no way I was gonna just let these sit there because it's just hilarious. Just a weird book. Um, but I'll pick this up in the wild in the spanky bins every time. This is Savage Dragon versus the Savage Megaton Man, issue 1. But this is the first appearance of She Dragon. So that's very cool. I have a few issues of that. Picked up this Ultraverse hard case #13. Picked up Jack of Fables #9. It's just a beautiful cover. I know there's a glare, and I apologize. Picked up Dark Horse Presents Nocturnals, issue 127. Uh, Basically nabbed this because it's a Halloween cover, or like a horror genre-esque cover. And I love horror, so always down with that. I found Legendary #4, uh, Steampunk Punk Adventure. Very nice, very nice. I found Jungle Girl #4. Some awesome Frank Cho, who's a great artist. Probably up there in my top 10. Uh, Picked up Mantra #6. This is a real cool cover. Freedom Fighters #1. good old Uncle Sam giving the middle finger. Well, I mean, it's the come here, but it almost looks like he's flipping you off. I've never seen this before, but it's Zombie issue 1 from DC. Picked up 2 copies of this. This is Mantra number 5. And she gets sucked into like a cartoon. I actually flipped through this. It's actually pretty funny. There's like, I guess like her nemesis is kind of like a wily coyote-esque villain in it. Thought this was pretty cool. Generation X. This is a collector's preview. I've never seen this before. I have multiple copies of issue 1. But you know what? Like, I think Chamber is a very, very awesome character. And I think that Marvel should utilize Chamber in a bigger fashion. Just saying. I was super stoked to find this in the dollar bins. This is Black Cat, issue 8. But it's her wielding the Infinity Gauntlet. Just a really, really beautiful cover. And I'd almost even go as far to say this may be quite possibly one of my favorite Black Cat covers. I think it's very well done. Found Ruby and the Justice League. This is issue 1. Some Merca on Dafo covers. Here's issue number 2. And here's issue number 6, which is a homage cover to is it a Justice of Society cover or like a Justice of America something? Either way, I found a Marvel Rising Omega number 1. Just a fun little cover. Found J. Scott Campbell Black Cat number 5 cover. Thought this was really cool. Found in dollar bins. It's the Year of the Villain number 40 or number 49. I'm guessing this might be a Deathstroke number 49, but it's the Year of the Villain of Jericho. Deathstroke's son and daughter on the cover there. I found Astonishing Spider-Man and Wolverine number 1. Very cool. And then these last few books, I found Metal Bikini number 4. Number 5. Number 8. And it was really nice to see this. Silent Mobius. I'm a huge anime fan if you didn't know, but this is part 3 of 3. And I really like this. This cover reminds me a lot of like the 80s. It definitely reminds me of Vice City with the color schemes and even the artwork. Reminds me of Vice City. I do have some other things I could show. Well, I guess I'll show off a figurine and then I'll sign off. But I showed you I showed you Vegeta and Beerus. But I saw that Walmart also had Golden Frieza, so I went ahead and picked him up. And here's the back. Very cool, very cool. Because I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. But that's all I got for you guys. Keep pumping out videos. Keep collecting. I'll probably be back on in about a week or so. But I'll have some more books to show you. I also have some eBay purchases that I made. I have like some books coming in from Midtown, and I have some Kickstarters. And it's just one of those things, you don't know when a Kickstarter is going to show up on your doorstep, which is kind of the fun of it. It's always cool to come home and then see a box and be like, "What's this?" And then you're like, "Oh shit, it's the Kickstarter." But hope you guys are doing well. This is Pope G, and I'll see you